scene from Game of Thrones. I'm playing Lord Varys. Shavam's playing Lord Peter Baelish. We're both very like witty, cunning people, powerful people in the kingdoms, savvy, and we're able to persuade people and manipulate people. Shavam's character especially lies constantly and creates corruption, and but we both do it. First to arrive and the last to leave. I admire your industry.
You do move quietly.
We all have our qualities.
You look a bit lonely today. You should pay a visit to my brothel this evening. First boys on the house.
I think you're mistaking business with pleasure.
Am I? All those birds that whisper in your ear, such pretty little things. Trust me, we accommodate all inclinations.
Oh, I'm sure. Lord Redwyn likes his boys very young, I hear.
I'm a purveyor of beauty and discretion, both equally important.
Though I suppose beauty is a subjective quality, no? Is it true that Sir Marlin of Tumblestone prefers amputees?
All desires are valid to a man with a full purse.
So basically, this is the meeting of two, you're both pretty willing to do horrible things, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And it's almost like a standoff of, I know more about you than you know about me.
Yeah.
I am going to get you somehow. Like it's a standoff of saying, I'm better than you. I'm better than you. Because who wants to be the lesser of two evils when you're evil? When you want to be evil. Do you want to be the lesser of the evils?
Oh.
What you're saying is, I know something you don't know about you. That you don't know I know about you. And so you're throwing out all this stuff. Oh, I know this about you. I know this about you.
Mhm.
Well, so it's really is a competition. It's a one-upsman kind of thing.
Yeah.
You need to know what you're doing to the other person with your words. What are you saying about them? Because there's a lot of teasing going on here,
Mm-hmm.
right? There's a lot of evil tickling. And that's what I need to see happen between the two of you, because right now you're just kind of saying it to each other rather than doing something to the other person.
Yeah.
And even if it's just a suggestion, it's a really important suggestion, because what you're trying to do to each other is bother each other. You want to get a rise out of them, right? Each of you are trying to do the same thing to the other, aren't you? So just figure out what you really, really want to do to the other person with what you're saying, because you're always doing something to them. That's what your tactic is.
Yeah.
What you're doing with your words to the other person. And that's the case in anything you act. But what I would like to have is a little more sliminess.
Okay.
Because right now you sound like a couple of regular guys just chatting about, people's sexual deviance and all that kind of stuff, right? Like whatever, rather than the fact that you are enjoying talking about it and that you like evil stuff. And you both live in this world of deviance. So there's a little going on here. Do you know what I mean? A little, mustache twirling without actually doing it. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I know about this. Oh, yeah. Boy, he likes that. Both of you enjoy providing bad things for people, serving their twisted appetites in whatever it happens to be. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
So I feel like you're just a little too casual about it, rather than having fun with the weirdness. There's got to be all this dangling of what you know about the other person. Because that's like juicy stuff, isn't it? I could get you.
Yeah.
Well, I could get you. Well, I could get you. There's just got to be a little more of that going on. There's got to be that sickness because they're sickos, okay? Right? So
Yeah.
how do you play that? The only way to play that is to think it. Right? To think about, oh yeah, I hear he likes the boys, and the younger the better. And ooh, the cadavers, to get a nice fresh one. So they, just think what they're doing to them. I know it's weird for me to be talking about these things, but that's what this is about, isn't it?
I feel like it's easier to use your word.
Yes, because you've got definite subtext that comes from your character's point of view, right? That's what this all is. When you make every single word you say about something slimy and creepy and kind of sexual and all that, that you're using their slimy, creepy, sexual stuff against them and against each other. So making sure that you're both going after each other. So look and see as you watch this, watch and see, where do you lose the creepiness? And figure out what you can insert in there to make it creepier. If you have a single second where you're not being creepy and slimy, then you've lost your character, because these guys are creepy, slimy all the time, okay?
And it feels much better. Yeah.
It does,
it's a million times better. It's a million, because before it wasn't really about anything.
Yeah.
Right? Now it's about the fact that you two are dueling slime balls. Right? You're just always thinking the dirty thought, always thinking how you can advance by taking advantage of the other.
Yeah.
So let's really concentrate on threatening the other. Let's try to concentrate on how can this line be a threat, as well as juicy, dirty, slimy, all that stuff.
I like that too, because it's more adversarial than before.
Yes, the whole thing needs to be adversarial, because the thing is, we don't want you flirting with each other. We want you competing with each other.
Yeah, just kind of finding the right balance with the lines.
But I just think we're going the right way with just trying to make every single thing you say a threat. Now that we got the creepiness going, we need to be threatening as well.
Yeah. I think we kind of went that one direction, kind of come back. Yeah, I see.
Yeah. I mean, it's got to be both. It's got to be a mixture. You're threatening with your sliminess, right?
Yeah, they go well together, actually. It's a good combo.
Yeah. Shivam, when you're talking about him looking lonely, right? And then you start talking about that he should come to your brothel and the young boys and all that kind of stuff. Remember that you're tempting him. That's the tactic, is to tempt him. I mean, if you get him to come over, then you have probably something against him too. You know what I'm saying? That you have more ammunition against him. So you're sort of talking about what you have to offer right now, which is fine, but you're not tempting him. And you're not making it personal. I know what you like, right? And I got something really good for you. I got something right up your alley.
Okay.
I've got stuff for every taste, right? So that's tempting him personally, right?
Yeah. So should I be like actually tempted by that a little bit myself, or no?
Yeah, maybe a little bit, but then thinking like, he's going to use it against me.
Yeah, exactly. So
right. Yeah, so it better not. I mean, business and pleasure need to be kept separate, don't they?
Yeah.
Both of you talk about what you heard the other saying when you last saw each other, right? When I last saw you, Hunter, what do you say?
Last time I saw you, you were speaking to the hand of the king.
Right. Now, what was he saying?
He was telling the hand of the king that he was scheming, kind of like when I said that the Lannisters were behind the attempt at the Stark boy's life. The Hand of the King is the father of the Stark boy that was attacked.
Right. So I think all of that can be more threatening, Hunter. Okay. Because what you heard him say, you know now, and could use it against him, right?
Right. Yeah.
I heard you speaking to the Hand of the King. And you know what I heard you say?
Yeah.
And then you move on to like saying, well, everybody knows how you feel about his wife, Stark's, you know, right? And,
Yes, exactly.
And so that all can be a lot more, you know, I got a lot of stuff against you because of this and because of that. And that's going to get you in trouble. Right?
Yeah.
You think you can do more with that?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Good. Shivam.
Yeah. That's useful, yeah, to kind of bring all
Yes.
those things
So
into.
you're both doing that to each other. When I say you're threatening, you're saying, I could tell on you. Well, I could tell on you. Yes, but I got more on you than you have on me. Right? Isn't that what you're doing?
Yeah.
All the way through this, right? So it's good to have, not that you're both confident all the way through, you know when the other person gets to you, you know what I'm saying? And you have to recover from it a bit, right? And then come up with something better.
Yeah, I noticed when we were practicing, Shivam, like during the part where he says, saw me with your own eyes, I remember you gave him feedback that he needs to be like not trying to show that he's scared, but also scared. And I could tell like what he was doing that like 100%, like layering his fear over trying to cover it up during that part for sure.
Exactly. I think you both have those moments because you each have some really good dirt on the other one.
And the consequences are pretty severe.
Pretty severe. Yeah. Good work, you guys. Good work.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Hunter.
Well, the first to arrive and the last to leave. I admire your industry.
You do move quietly.
We all have our qualities.
You look a bit lonely today. You should pay a visit to my brothel this evening. First boys on the house.
Oh, I think you're mistaking business with pleasure.
Am I? All those birds that whisper in your ear, such pretty little things. Trust me, we accommodate all inclinations.
Oh, I'm sure. Lord Redwind likes his boys very young, I hear.
I'm a purveyor of beauty and discretion, both equally important.
Though I suppose beauty is a subjective quality, no? Is it true that Sir Marlin of Tumblestone prefers amputees?
All desires are valid to a man with a full purse.
And I heard the most awful rumor about a certain lord with a taste for fresh cadavers. Must be enormously difficult to accommodate that inclination. The logistics alone, to find beautiful corpses before they rot.
Strictly speaking, such a thing would not be in accordance with the king's laws.
Strictly speaking.
Tell me, does someone somewhere keep your balls in a little box? I've often wondered.
Do you know I have no idea where they are? And we had been so close. But enough about me. How have you been since the last time we saw each other?
Since you last saw me, or since I last saw you?
Well, let's see. The last time I saw you, you were speaking to the Hand of the King.
Saw me with your own eyes?
Eyes I own.
Council business. We all have so much to discuss with Ned Stark.
Everyone's well aware of your enduring fondness for Lord Stark's wife. If the Lannisters were behind the attempt at the Stark boy's life, and it was discovered that you helped them come to that conclusion, to think, a simple word to the Queen.
One shudders at the thought.
Ooh.
But you know something? I do believe that I've seen you even more recently than you have seen me.
Have you?
Yes. Earlier today, I distinctly recall seeing you talking to Lord Stark in his chambers.
Oh, is that you under the bed?
And then not long after that, I saw you escorting a certain foreign dignitary. Council business? Of course, you have friends from across the narrow sea. You're from there yourself, after all. We are friends, aren't we, Lord Varys? I like to think we are. So you can imagine my burden, wondering if the king might question my friend's sympathies. To stand at a crossroads where turning left means loyalty to a friend. Turning right, loyalty to the realm.
Oh, please.
To find myself in a position where a simple word to the king.
What are you two conspiring about? Well, whatever it is, best hurry up. My brother's coming.
To a small council meeting?
Disturbing news from far away. Haven't you heard?